I'm your host with the most, Locum23. You're joining me for Knight in Shining Suit, Chapter 19. When you got up this morning, you didn't think that you would be on the cusp of a relationship with Ryder. As a matter of fact, it had looked like the relationship would be over for good. That didn't feel good, but you accepted it. Then he showed up to your parents' party and charmed the pants off your family before saying that you needed to talk. And now he's admitted that he loves you, and he asked you if you loved him. You know, whenever we were together in our fake relationship, I was always so happy. I didn't get confused until we went back to our normal lives. I imagine that it will be like that when we're doing this for real. It will be 100 times better. Don't make promises you can't keep, Ryder. I've been hurt before, and I don't know if my heart can take another blow. Said as your face, taking in every detail. I promise you that this will be 100 times better than anything you've ever had before. I can't help who I am. I can't help the money or status, but I love you, and that's not going to stop. Then, let's do this. Oh my god, you stop being a dumbass. It's beautiful. He lets out a whoop and swoops you into his arms. Your laughter fills the air. What are you doing? I'm taking you home. But I am home. Not yet. Come home with me. Ryder. Yes, I'd love to. But first I need to pack a few things. No more walks of shame. He throws back his head and laughs. What? Like I'm going to let you out of bed long enough to walk anywhere. And that's the way to do it. And then if she tries to walk, she's really weak in the knees. I mean, what? Doesn't take long before you have a bag with a few essentials packed. He doesn't waste time getting you back to his house. How long are you in town? I cleared my schedule up until Wednesday. That's a big chunk of time. Were you so sure that I'd cave? His expression shuts down as he shakes his head. No, but I was going to do everything I could to convince you. I needed to make the last grand stand. Your hands cup the side of his face as you pull him in for a kiss. He looks unbearably shy for the first time since you've met. Tell me this is for real. Tell me you won't disappear on me again. Or tell me that we're just going to be friends. Your lungs constrict painfully at the uncertainty in his voice. The goal had never been to destroy his ego. This is real. Of course, we should be friends too. Good relationships have a solid basis in friendship, you know. He nibbles at your lips before heading into the kitchen. I filled the fridge. Would you like anything to drink? You filled the fridge. Yeah, I was hopeful. What would you like? You naked. A beer, light or dark? You shrug with a smile. You choose. I'm going to get undressed. With a clatter of glass, and when you turn over, he's trying to save several bottles from falling out of the fridge. What? The look he gives you says he knows you aren't as innocent as you're pretending. If you get naked, I'm not going to even bother with the beer. But what if I get thirsty? You won't get thirsty. 20 minutes later, naked and sweaty, sprawled on the floor, you smile. You were wrong. I am terribly thirstier now. The echoes of his laughter follow you into the kitchen. It's not until you're in bed later when your mind starts racing and your shoulders tense. What is it? Nothing. You forgot that I've been studying your body language for the tiny little signs for months. I know better. Tell me. It's just... This is real, and you've met my family, but you haven't even told your parents about me. How are we going to do this? What if they don't like me or disapprove? So first, I have told my mom and sister about you. You have? Of course. I told them all about this beautiful wedding planner that I love desperately, who wanted nothing to do with me. I'm so embarrassed. You didn't tell them I tried to pay you. No, but I did tell them that your problem with me was that I had money. I think they instantly fell in love with you. They told me to keep you at all costs. I see the pun there, at all costs. Finally, you're able to relax. What's the second thing? Second, we're going to take one moment at a time. I'm in this forever, Astrid. We don't have to rush if you're not ready. I feel like we've been dancing around this relationship for years instead of months. Honestly, it's a relief to finally be here. In bed with me? You deserve a pinch for your sass. No, I'm not here in bed with you. Although I do like being here in bed with you. I wish you didn't have to go back. We could stay in bed forever. You grab some snacks from the fridge. Yes, you have to keep a woman's hunger in check and keep her constantly fueled, as you have to do with a man, but a woman's more, what's the word for it? In demand. How about that? You should aim to please and fill. God damn it, I mean, someone's gonna make a pun of that. Every little bit of her. Her mind, her heart, her tummy. And I know what you're gonna say. Moving on! Then we could stay in bed forever. We'd get dehydrated pretty quickly. With a grin, you tickle his ribs. I'm sure we could manage. Maybe we could have a bed vacation. Get some practice in. Now that sounds like an excellent idea. I still can't believe this is happening for real. I know. Yesterday it took all my willpower not to pull you to me for hugs and kisses. And not just to show off to your family. I noticed that Gina was there. The thought of your cousin makes you smile for the first time in months. She wanted to know if I was happy. You know, she told me their story and tried to make amends. Are you? Happy? You're not. Yes, actually, I am. I'm so much more happier now than I was then. Now, I know you have a hard time trusting, and I've screwed this up more times than I care to count, but I want you to believe in us. No. Okay, first, I'd like to stop you right there, sir. You have not screwed up anything. Yeah, our little MC has. I'm not the man Brian was. I promised that it will be different with me. I believe you. I love you with all that I am. Please, never forget that. With a smile, you roll on top of him and kiss the tip of his nose. Ditto. Hey, will you do me a favor? Maybe. What is it? Will you stay here while I'm gone? Here at your house? Well, I like to think of it as ours, but yes. I think that's a good idea. It cuts down on the time we're apart if you don't have to come looking for me. Ryder opens his mouth and closes it. I thought it would be harder to convince you. I had a whole speech prepared. You have me now. I said I was all in, and I meant it. The good news is that we have the next few days where we don't have to worry about anything. What would you like to do tomorrow? Is staying in bed an option? A slow, sexy smile spreads across his face. It could be arranged. You're the best boyfriend. You know what I'd love to do? Eat ice cream in bed? God damn it. Nope, I'm not gonna give in to this pun. He laughs and shakes his head. No, but that does sound promising, so let's keep that on the back burner. Yeah, I can think of some things with some chocolate syrup. I mean, what? Gotcha. Well, what would you like to do? I'd like to meet your friends as your real boyfriend. The thought gives you pause. You'll have to tell your friends that they were right. Did I say something wrong? Huh? No, not at all. You're afraid to tell your friends? You suppress a laugh. He sounds so worried. No, but I'm gonna get a bucket full of "I told you so" from them. They've been telling me for months that I was in love with you, and that we were in a relationship. They were right, and you know how I am. He chuckles and dives under the covers. His head nuzzles your stomach before he says another word. I do know. The next day, you're at the oil rig with Nicole, John, and Danny, and Ryder. Wait. I thought we were supposed to spend today in bed. That was the whole damn plan. Spend the whole day in bed with one another. Why are you at the oil rig? The men all have knowing grins. Nicole is nearly bursting with the need to tell you that they were right. So, while the relationship drama is settled, John, could you be more of a smug jerk? John smirks and shakes his head. Did you sense of humor take a dive while you were playing kissy face? You're lucky I love you and you're my friend, or I'd kick your ass. Ryder squeezes your hand on the table. You notice he's smiling. So, how are you kids doing this long distance thing? You want to slap a hand over your friend's pretty mouth, but Nicole means well. But she is complicating things. We're going to do the best we can for now and make the decision when it feels right. Best answer. Don't rush things. Shame on you, Nicole, for trying to push him. What? I was curious. I have some ideas. I'd like to talk to you more about them later. That's okay, Nicole. If you're still alive after I choke you to death with a piano wire, I mean... You're finally gonna harm me? She beams across the table and you return and smile. Return the smile. Yes, I'm finally going to hire you. Wait, does that mean you're thinking of moving to New York? Everyone stops what they're doing and looks at you, waiting. Well, it's a thought. I mean, it's where I would have ended up before anyways, right? Ryder takes your hand under the table and runs his thumb over your pulse point. Your pulse speeds up and things unspool lower. Sensing your desire, his hand falls to your thigh where he starts tracing designs, sweeping closer and closer to your core. A man after my own thought process. Okay, it's time for us to go. What? You just got here. We need more details, girl. Dish. Yes, darling. What's the rush? His smile has a flirty edge, and your blush is on. He knows what he's doing to you, and it would serve him right if you told the truth. Danny, I love you, but I've got sex things to do. Oh, yes. Good. I have some errands to run. With a suspicious look, Danny ducks under the table and comes back up with a, what the, dude? Dude, did you just really? Oh my god. Yeah, you two should get out of here. What? What's going on? What am I missing here? He really needed to look under the table. Nicole, you're as a dense as dummy there. They're like horny teenagers. I swear, young love. With a smile, you grab Ryder's hand and leave without looking back. Young love indeed. Now, you should always keep, and this is a huge tip, you should always keep the libido alive in your relationship. Like, liven it up, spicing things up, do things. Constantly try new things. Especially together, you can agree upon things, there's so many things you can do. It's the next day, you could get used to spending all your time with this man. I miss you already. Don't miss me yet, I don't have to fly out until tonight, but I'll be back in a few days. I'm greedy for you. You lean over and give Ryder a teasing kiss. I'm greedy for your kisses. Hey, while I'm gone, why don't you use the car when you need it? You're going to let me drive your baby. Okay, are you sure about this, dude? You really want her to drive your baby? I mean, God damn, you're trusting. I mean, I barely up until 5 minutes ago trusted this girl with my heart. I mean, what? It's just a car, and I worry about you taking strange ride shares. You don't need to convince me. I'd love to drive your car. Danny is going to be so jealous. Were you serious about moving to New York? I'm serious about spending more time with you, so yes. I can split my time there and here like you do. The shop here is making enough money now that I can hire Nicole, especially if we have income flow from the New York location. Good. Thank God. I was afraid of having that discussion. It was a relief when you brought it up. Hey, I told you that I'm all in. It took me a while to get here, but I love you. I want to be with you. You're perfect. Do you know that? And don't put me on a pedestal, my love. I'll have too far to fall. I don't want to set you up for a disappointment. That afternoon, you spend making sweet love with each other before he heads to the airport. The days apart are slow. The anticipation it creates makes knowing that you'll see him soon all the better. You're tangled up in Ryder sheets. The sun is casting bright beams of light across the room, creating rainbows on the wall. The world is perfect, and you're in love, and he's coming home tonight. I'm gonna have to make this move to New York happen sooner. I know it's only been a few days, but I miss him so much. With a deep stretch, you tumble out of bed and patter in bare feet to the living room. Your phone rings. Hello. Deep, racking sobs answer your greeting. Hello, who is this? Your heart starts hammering against your breastbone as dread settles deep in your lower back. Please talk to me. I'm freaking out here. It's Janice. Astrid, you have to come to Manhattan. Janice, why? What happened? It's Ryder. There's been an accident. Okay. That was me having a complete and utter brain shutdown. Great. What the is up with you people and the fact that you're all about accidents? Jesus H. Christ. Boy, I tell you. Okay, well, what do you guys think will happen? I'm unhappy now. Everything was going so swell. And now it's not. Okay, with that being said, hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Head down in the description below. There's links to social media or Discord and a few links to support me and my content. I do apologize that I was a couple hours late from doing this because pretty much I was going to do an appointment, got held up with derps, and long story short, no, not the people in Discord. I wish. Just life and family and that crap. So I'm going to be working on Uninvited here very shortly. We got 5 chapters to do. I'm going to pour that out as quickly as humanly possible. And without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.